standard tuning here, E, A, D, G, B, E. And this is basically kind of one progression with a bunch of varying synth lines over the top of it. And a lot of the times it's kind of like two different synth lines that are over the top of each other. So we'll kind of try to like combine the best that we can here. For this initial synth line, we start here just hanging out mostly on just the B and E string. And we go 7B, 5E, couple sevens on the E. Kind of hold that a moment, and you can give some vibrato to it, makes it sound good. And then we finish it by going 7B, 5, 7E, 7B, and then 5, 7B. Okay. And we go through that a couple times, and at the very end of the second time, we kind of hold that for a moment. And just about that last beat, we just come up and hit this kind of faint little 14 on the high E. All right. And after that, we get into our kind of second half of the synth lines. And the initial run through, start here on the high E, we go 12, 10, 10, 12, B. Okay, hold that just a moment on the 12, hit it again, and then we go 12, 14, 15, work our way back, 14, and then finish with the 14 G to 11. Alright, in the second run through, just like a variation of what we just did, a lot of the same notes here, so a lot of the same scale going on here. And we go 10, 12, 10, E, do the 10, 12, B, hold that a moment, hit the 12 again, 12, 10, then we finish with 10 E to 9, and then finish 11 G. Right. And then we kind of just get into the verse, and then we can just focus more on just like the progression going on. And like I said, it's just a couple chords. The dynamic of it is kind of specific, where I like to palm mute it here, just so we can really try to get those, staccato, like short, kind of sequencer synth notes happening. So I like to palm mute it, and we kind of start with just the low part of the chord, and initially it's this G, and I just do the bar chord version here so we can keep it real precise here and control it more. So just barring the threes, and then we got the 5 on the A, 5 on the D, 4 on the G here, and then the 3 on the B and E. And like I said, we're just starting with the low part of it, palm muted, so we just do like, maybe the E string down to like the G, so the 3 5s and the 4, and it's just 1, 2, 3. All right, and then we're gonna come up and then hit the high parts of the chord, so like the D string to high E. All right, and with this, we're gonna hit about like 5 of them, I'd say. Yeah, about 5, and it's just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, okay, so we're just bouncing between the low to the highs. All right, and then we just take that, what we did there, bump it up 2 frets. All right, and then so we're just bouncing between the A chord now. So 5s, 7 on the A and D, 6 on the G, and it's that same dynamic. And we just go back and forth like that. Alright, and after that we can get into some more of the synth examples. Like after that first vocal section, we go to a bit of a lower vibe. This is happening over the top of something that's very reminiscent of the previous initial synth lines. So this one here, we start here on the B, 7, 9 G, go between those a couple times. 7, 9 G, 9 D. Alright, then we kind of hold that a moment and then shift to a little higher spot where we go 5 E, 7 B, 5, 7 E to 7 B, and just go 7, 5, B. Okay, so a little example there. And towards the end, we get some parts that kind of stand out a little more, or we're coming higher. We go something like this, where you can play around with like the higher register, like 14E, then do like a 14-16 on the G. A couple times, play around with that. And get some real high notes on the 19B, 19E. Okay, so more of just like the high stuff you can play around with. Other than that, it's all kind of in that same scale. So you can, improvise with those notes, have fun with it, and should be ready to go.